What's good, YouTube? And today I bring you another UFC 5 CAF created fighter, and this one is Victoria Lee. I guess formerly of one championship, and we're not gonna get into that. Anyways, we're gonna go over how I created her. First off, for fighter type, I went with Jiu-Jitsu, Shark. General info. The chosen one, I think her nickname was the Prospect, which I didn't find in the game. It's not in the game. I gave her Instagram just without the dot. She was born in Hawaii. I know her sister Angela and her brother Christian, of one championship, is born in Vancouver. At least according to Google, but apparently she was born in somewhere in Hawaii. That's not in the game, so just give her somewhere in Hawaii. 18, I gave her. I'm not going to do the math of what she would be right now. If you want to do the math on that, you can go right ahead and you can make her current age. 5'5", 115 pounds, orthodox, and whatever voice you decide to do. Appearance. Skin tone. There's a couple you could go with. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of one of these two, depending on what it is that you want. I'm not realizing looking at the screen. It does look darker than it appears than what I'm looking at, kind of in a way, so just kind of bear with me and it'll look different in the game. For hair, this is how I remember seeing her in the tape that I watched, and that was hair 21. Kind of like, I think Angela had kind of rocked this hairstyle for a time, so going kind of with that. Eyebrows, I went brows 13. Seeing if there's some other options that you can maybe go with. 17 does not look like a bad option at all. Trying to debate between 13 and 17 right here. I think I'm going to stick with 13, but you could go 17. Actually, no, I'm going to switch it to 17. Anyways, for the color, hair is a little tricky. Not really, it's a little different. She, like, most of her head is, like, black. So, her primary, I went with black. But then secondary, I went with like a dark blonde, because that's kind of like the tips of her hair are like a darkish blonde or like a lightish blonde, so you can kind of mess around with either of these colors if you want. You could just go black for both colors, but little unique color. Head template. Now, I did play around with this one a little bit. I don't have my mock-up, or like my first one that I did, which was template, I think 15 I did. Yeah, I think it was 15 is the one that I attempted on first, then I switched it to 17. So that's what we are using, is template 17. This one you really don't have to play around with much. It was really just trying to shape her face and kind of giving her a different look in her eyes to kind of get them to look different. So really just shaping her face and shrinking her ears. I didn't really touch her nose that much. I thought it looked pretty spot on for what it does in real life. Obviously, you can pause here if you need. But there really isn't a whole lot that you need to change here. Obviously, you can if you wish to change it yourself, but this is what I felt was fitting. We're gonna go with the eyes here. I think I gave her brown. Oh, I gave her dark brown. Yeah, dark brown looks to be the best for this one. Body, I think 3 is the only one that, like, really fit here for her. Well, I guess, no, I would say that I am on 3. I would say 3 looks the best for her. Never mind, that's the one I selected. Yeah, I think 3 is the only body that I would even consider for her. Tattoos, not a single tattoo that I saw when I was looking at reference pictures. Clothing, I did give her a top, because that's how she fought her fights. So, you don't have to give her a top, but I did give her a top. So if you want to give her a top, I gave her the dark one. I didn't give her the crew neck one, it just looked weird to me. I'm not a fan of the U-shaped neck. That's why I didn't choose that one. You could choose that one if that one looks better to you, or you like that one better. But I went with this one. Bottoms, kind of the same thing, just went UFC. Dark. And then the gloves are just UFC. Mouth guard, I think I just gave her UFC. Oh, I gave her fangs. Okay, well, mouth guard, kind of pick and choose whatever you want. But yeah. And then style, I gave her Thomas Almeida. It is what it is. If you really want to fight like her, you're gonna use a lot of kicks. Especially to the body, and then you're gonna look to take it to the ground. So, I just kind of gave her what kind of looks like what I would do in that, or kind of looks like her in real life, and that is Thomas Almeida. But if you guys like this one, I wanted to add to the trio of the Lee family after doing a documentary. If you don't know the Lee family of one championship, I will leave a mini, 30-minute documentary down in the description. I highly, highly recommend checking out. Really good story if you are pro wrestling fans or have seen the film The Iron Claw. And kind of the same tale in that, but I will leave that documentary in the description. But I will catch you guys in the next one.